In Ultima Online, like most MMOs, the template or class you begin as may not be what you finish with. The more you play, the more you tweak and tinker, the more you learn, your template and your decision making changes. A while ago I made two videos, the Poison Warrior and the Summoner, both enjoyable templates, but ones I quickly cast aside. But what if I combined them? What if I took the best of both worlds and tried a dark combination, the Poison Summoner? Inflicting disease on my enemies from afar, and then sending my summons in to wreak havoc on my ill foes. This is 12 Hours a Poison Summoner, an adventure in Ultima Online on the Shard of Outlands, condensed down into one story. As always, I hope you enjoy my adventure. For today's adventure, this is my build. It's a hybrid of my previous summoner and previous poison dexer template, amalgamated into one summoning, poisoning, hopefully very strong casting template. There are two ways to play this template. You could put in Eval Int and do more casting damage, but I'm going for this summoning and poisoning is my core focus. The other note for this video is you'll notice that I have a new paper doll bag setup thanks to the new guild. Honestly, I'm not sure if I'll keep it. I like the change, but I miss the nostalgic feel of the original game already. But I want to try it and see if I do enjoy it, and if in fact change is a good thing. With my template introductions out of the way, I made my way to Undermountain to learn the basics of my template before I dove into more contested and dangerous dungeons. I've said it before, but I always kill the mobs outside of Undermountain and the first two mobs in Cavernam, because they've both dropped me either a Harvest Core in the past or a Shadow Core actually, so I gotta keep trying. You never know the luck you might have. I have hotkeyed my Necro abilities, but I did it a few days ago in the run up to this video. I'm just kind of need to refresh my memory. Necromancy is pretty new to me. I did it a little bit in a previous video obviously, but I've never really dabbled in it, so we've got a lot of learning to do. I've also set up macros for my all follow me, all guard me, and all kill as well obviously. So, but first things first, as with any new casting template, we got to learn the optimal combo to maximize our damage output. However, for my fellow summoners, I'll save you a little bit of pain. It took me quite some time to nail the perfect rotation of my spells and abilities, and while I think very soon that I've got it right, it won't be for a few hours until I realise the true power of the Poison Summoner. These mobs here with this Shatters the Dark are so deadly. They can do like half your health in one hit and really catch you off guard. Okay, so I think I'm slowly getting my combo, my rotation down. So let's quickly try on the mobs over here. I think I've got some ways to go, but so open with a curse, hit him with the poison. Ow. Okay, let's heal. Then we use the poison strike on him, big damage. Then the explosion and the energy bowl, and we're just comfort. But the magic arrow, the fireball, and the lightning, those I've leveled up via my Wizard's Grimoire. Poison Strike is a 30-second cooldown, so this is where it gets a little bit weird. I think once I've got more points in my Grimoire, I can probably put them into, say, a Flame Strike and add that to my rotation. But right now it's Curse, Poison, Poison Strike, and then in theory it's just Magic Arrow, Fireball, Lightning, rinse, repeat. There is a Summoner's Tome as well, and you level up each summon individually, so your Earth Elementals, your Demons, Fire Elementals, and so on. And that will make them more tanky, do more damage. So in theory, not only will I get stronger as I get my aspect and so forth leveled up, but my summons will get stronger as well. which is going to be super useful. I quite like the earth elementals. I'm doing double of them for now because I think that will level up my tome faster because it won't split the XP. I am doing one summon creature because the earth elementals are, you can have 5 followers total. Each earth elemental is 2 followers it counts as, and then the summon creature counts as 1. So that gives me my 5 count. I feel like I'm still learning all of these abilities. Oh, I should really do Blood Oath more often. Oh, and Mind Rot, actually. Oh, I should actually cast Mind Rot before my Poison. So I should go, so Curse, Mind Rot, Poison, Poison Strike. Oh, it's on cooldown. Yeah, I should be using this more often actually. That should increase my damage output. So Mind Rot, hit him with the Poison, hit him with the Poison Strike. Okay. We are learning slowly but surely. We're getting the hang of this new template. Before I look at the Monster Hunter Societies, we'll do a quick side quest. We will grab my Tailoring Society because these only changed last night. Normally I do these first thing on a Saturday morning, but we are recording today. Inferno, Ages, quite low. Crawl, Darkmire. Ooh, I think we'll take that one. The Wilderness Society. Cavernam is interesting as well, and Palma is very interesting. Let's go for the Wilderness. Oh gosh, I forgot this rune was right in the middle of 3 of these dragons. Let's quickly reset a little bit. Try and get them off of us, and then we'll head back up. This is an area I like to farm, but I rarely do it because if I'm honest with you, it's always contested. There's only a few spawns here, and players drive by this regularly, as you can see by the corpses as I recalled in, but hopefully we can get to ourselves for a little while. Because I've not leveled the Summoner's Tome yet, my Earth Elementals are not that tanky. You can see they're dying relatively quickly, but with 2 of them plus the Summon Creature, I should be able to hold aggro and then chip away with my Poison Strike and my rotation of Magic Arrow, Fireball and Lightning. It's going to be slow, but it's around 2 to 2.5k per mob. And there's only, I think, 4 or 5 of these dragons, so we'll get through them and then we'll maybe try a slightly easier but higher mob density farming spot, to be honest with you. I just like the look of this place, and as I say, I get to farm it so rarely that it's nice just to come and do it, even if, oh god, 70 health gone just like that, jeez. That's the danger of one of your summons dying and the mob deciding to throw a spell at you before it goes to one of your other summons. Nice. Yeah, so 1.9k, I think it does fluctuate a little bit, it can go higher than that obviously. I think when it comes to finding farming spots, first you need to have a goal you're trying to achieve, just to have that long-term enjoyment. But I think you want to find that sweet spot of, you don't want mobs to be too easy and kind of mindless and boring. Oh my goodness. I think you want a little bit of a challenge, right? A little bit of push and pull, a little bit of risk. These are possibly a little bit too slow to farm, to be honest with you, but I really do enjoy that kind of, that difficult challenge. I'm not just, you know, smacking this mob to 1 HP within a few seconds, so it's a fun rotation farming spot, I think. However, as I expected, this location quickly became contested, as did the nearby tar pits, which meant we needed a new farming location. And as a creature of habit, it was time to return to a faithful farming spot. It still surprises me how few players I see here. And the players that I do see here, they're always surprised to see someone else. It's a very under-farmed location, which I'm actually totally fine with. You don't want to farm here. It's not very good. I made my way slowly through Amberstone Bastion, first clearing the bottom floor for making my way to the more dangerous top level. I love just standing so far away from any of the danger. Just watching a million mobs slowly chip away at my summons. In locations like this, you do need to be on top of your summons a little bit, because as you can see, they are dying. But as long as I keep the poison on my main target, I can poison strike them down, and I can kind of manage this a little bit. I'm already resummoning again because oh my goodness, my summons are getting absolutely destroyed. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not mean to summon a fire elemental. But hey, it's a cool different take. Make sure everyone is on the right enemy. Use our summons to slowly take these mobs down. Damn, look at that. My Earth Ellie is gone. My summon creature is obviously going to die really quickly. We kind of use that as a last bit of defense. And depending on the creature you get, it can put out some decent damage, so it's well worth it. You need to be careful with the all guard command, because sometimes the mobs will attack different enemies based on who's attacking you when. So I try and mix in the all kill command and make sure everyone's focused on the correct mob to kind of whittle that mob down, kill it. Like we're about to do to this guy any second. God, my spell damage, there we go. I like this build. I like the 120 spirit speed because it does make your mobs tankier, a little bit stronger. But I think for players who are used to slightly more interactive mage array gameplay, you probably want evaluating intelligence just to get the, oh my goodness, I almost died, just to get the stronger spell damage. My thoughts with this build was I wanted a summoner, you know, I wanted the summons to be kind of what made the build feel, oh, I hate the air mage so much. I wanted the summons to be what made the build feel strong, and then the poison was there to really dish out some damage. And even without my Wizard's Grimoire, God, this air mage is really throwing me off. Even without my Summoner's Tome leveled up, it still feels very viable. And obviously once I get my Earth Elementals to maximum points, which is 20 points, I can then start summoning Fire Elementals, or oh, I'm in trouble. This is where the Summoner can fall apart, aka when you don't summon. I'm just going to hide up here for a second. We'll break aggro, and then we'll re-summon. But yeah, for those unaware, the Summoner's Tome, each summon has their own leveling system. So you have 20 points to spend, and your Earth Elemental that only levels up with that summon. Same for the Demon, Fire Elemental, Water Elemental, so on and so forth. And I love having those little goals to progress towards. So we're pretty much only leveling our Earth Ellies at the moment and our summon creatures. Once they are maxed out, we could then change up a little bit and begin leveling up some of our other elementals, which is really good. A little pile of gold here. Nice, we got another mid-sea oyster for the event. You can hand them in one by one, but I think I'm going to try and hand them in one big batch. Doesn't make a difference, to be honest with you, but it is less trips. It's interesting they can't be stolen, but they can be sold, I've seen. And I assume if you die, they stay on your body. And they can be looted by other players, so very, very interesting. We are slowly getting the hang of our rotations. I think I've said that about 85 times so far on this adventure, but it's true. Corpse skin is so good as well for the disease. You get the disease tick plus the poison tick. Feels really, really good. And you get that poison spike, chip them down, and it is a good time. Just makes everything so much easier. Oh, I'm in trouble. Oh. Makes everything so much easier, he says. Gosh damn. Once the summons die, you are in a world of pain. Oops, I did not mean to summon an energy vortex. Ow. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta add a little bit of chaos to the dungeon. Hey, we did the society. We're still a lot of points away from getting a gold link. Again, I used to do these all the time, but I've just really fallen off of them, but it's done. I might actually just do more of these today and travel around different dungeons and locations and see how the summoner does in various points of farming. It'd be nice to hit some higher gold locations as well. Undermountain is good because it isn't that competitive, so you generally get these rooms, these spawns to yourself, but the gold per mob isn't as good as it could be. If we can get a relatively quiet dungeon, a level 3 especially, we'll definitely make more gold per hour than we are right now. Now, it's not all about gold per hour, of course, but we'll also get some mob diversity if we take on various societies and travel around the Outlands, you know? And that is exactly what I did, grabbing a fresh society and making my way to Palma to farm 150k worth of monsters. The one problem I'm going to have in this dungeon is that it's the 150k society dungeon and the experience dungeon for this week. So it is going to be jam-packed. And it's a Saturday, which is normally my editing day, but we're filming today instead. So it's going to be a slow grind. This template can definitely handle level 3, but we'll probably spend a lot of time on level 2 because I think it will be slightly quieter. So Mind Rot, Poison, Corpse Skin, Magic Arrow, Fireball, Lightning, and then I can throw any Pain Spike when it's off of cooldown. And that should be big damage. There we go. Sorry, Poison Spike. I meant Poison Spike. I mean, I also can Pain Spike as well, the dead mobs. But yeah, that is the combo. Get them Mind Rot, Poison, Corpse Skin into a spell barrage, and then kind of rinse repeat once it's off of cooldown. Let your summons just do some serious damage. However, farming the experience dungeon as well as the 150k society on a Saturday morning was rough. Too many players, not enough mobs. So I made the decision to go to a quieter dungeon, to Shadowspire Cathedral. In the past, this was my most feared dungeon. I feel like level 1 of this dungeon can absolutely ruin you. Those gargoyles on the run down. It always felt like level 1, 2 and 3 of this dungeon were like actually a level higher in comparison to Aegis. So level 1 of SSC was like level 2 of Aegis, and so on and so forth. But I just think it's, oh wow, I didn't realise my elementals would get barded by the bard. That's really cool. I've never brought summons down here, I don't think. I've never noticed that effect before. But yeah, this used to be my most feared dungeon. But now actually I really like it. I mean, the back of level 2, kind of the, I don't know what you call it, but the back sort of pillar room, the main area, that can be quite scary. A lot of mobs that will just ruin your day back there. But it's probably the most risk reward. I don't know why I open my mouth in these videos. One of my favourite things in Ultima is making these new templates, these new echoes, and trying different playstyles. The biggest negative of this approach is that I finally get strong on one template, My backstabber becomes efficient in lower levels of the dungeon, so does my chivalry paladin, and then I switch to another template and all of a sudden I'm weak again. It takes some getting used to, and while I enjoy exploring different playstyles, it definitely is something to consider for other players who want to do this. You will go from strong to weak and strong again very quickly and very often. Okay, we're going to risk level 3, hope it's quiet enough. Oh, these mobs suck, by the way. I don't know why. See what I mean? My health is just going down constantly. Like, I cast a spell and I'm already at half health. Heal up. Heal up again. I'm not sure if this is doing more attacks because of the summons. I give it scales somehow, but jeez Louise. At least in this scenario, I can throw out a couple of spells and then just heal myself constantly, because I would die easily to this mob if not for the power of summons. Oh, I didn't mean to invis, heal. Jeez. Oh, give me a drop though, that's good. The Sea Hag. This is like the Rag Witch from Ossuary. I think made a mockery of me in a previous video, but that's when I was a Dexter, but playing the mage and summoning mage at that makes this kind of not a big problem. Same mechanic obviously, same kind of teleporting. I think there's a quieter area here, sorry, a smaller area here, because it can't go down I believe when it's up. But in Ossuary, where these spawn, there's quite a large kind of space to travel around in, which can be really annoying if you're a warrior. But of course the benefit of magery, or any range template in Ultima, is that these mobs really are not a problem. We found a quiet corner on a storm of farmers at the moment. I think everyone is down by the demons at the one of the entrances. Hopefully this kind of back section is quiet enough that we can just farm it in relative safety. These folks are running through, probably full. Give them a little spin. Can I just take these demons? They are discorded, which would be super handy. No, okay, so we're going to do them together. It's still worth it though for the society. I don't mind if this person gets the loot. I mean, I'd rather have the loot. But if we can do some society progress in a busy dungeon, that is always a good time. I killed so many demons recently in my 7 days of backstabber video that I quite like killing them still. Oh jeez. Strength pot to cancel the weaken. Oh, it's big damage. Oh, I'm 1 HP. Heal, heal. Oh god. Oh, I've made it. I've made it. Oh my goodness. That stealth PK got me to 1 HP. If I didn't strength potion there and heal through it, I think I would have died. I mean, I don't think, let's face it, I would have died. Oh, this guy's going to help me? Nice. I mean, we can't do too much. I guess we can poison and send summons, but it is a stealth PK, so I don't think either of us are going to... I see us tracking. No, he isn't going to detect our tracking. This guy is going grey, looting corpses. It's a bit of a bait, but I'm kind of tempted just to see how annoying a poison mage can be, even though I'm going to have no eval in. Yeah, definitely a little bit of a bait. Oh damn, my stamina is gone. We're fine though. We gotta play this a little bit careful. Ah, that mob almost killed me. Yeah, because I've got no eval in, I can't burst them down, but I can be quite annoying, I think, with my poisons. Oh, there he is. Let's get a little curse ready. Poison. Well, it's tabbing in, tabbing out to try and to try and hide. That's so funny. Oh god. Oh my goodness. My health. Strength pot. Jeez, that mob's crazy. That one mob has almost killed me like 3 separate times. Gotta be careful. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's in chase. Okay, we can maybe be a nuisance here with our poisons. Get the poison off now. Yes, and I can magic arrow just, I think. Oh, I mean hardly any damage, but this guy got the kill. I was just a nuisance, really. Thank goodness we're almost done in this farming spot because it is picking up again. We got quite lucky for the last kind of hour or so. It wasn't empty, but it was pretty quiet, but that is over now. I quite like Palma, to be honest with you. It's not the immediate go-to dungeon I think about, but it actually is quite cool. I think thematically it's quite nice. The mobs are quite nice. I don't think it's as deadly as some of the dungeons, like the diseases or bleed you can get in Ossuary can be a nightmare, and it's kind of the same for Darkmire. It's more poisony. Hey, there we go. Alright, 150k in Palma done. That is nice. I think any dungeon we do now will be, again, not empty, but it should be quieter because this is the experience dungeon and there are a lot of players here for experience plus society needs. With the Palma Society completed, I immediately took on another Monster Hunter request, 150k in Cavernam. This was a quiet expedition. The lack of experience bonus made this dungeon a tad quieter than Palma. I even teamed up with a fellow Outlander, Amish Hammer, for part of this society goal. I'm such a solo MMO player these days. When I first played MMOs, Ultima was my first MMO, I was always in guilds, I was always on TeamSpeak or Ventrilo, I was always, engaging in the social aspect. And I still enjoy that, I love doing group farming runs or dungeons or bosses. But my default go-to is always solo farming. I don't know why, it's just peaceful, I guess. You can fit it around the schedule a lot easier, I suppose. But you do definitely miss out on something by being only a solo. I'm not sure the mechanical reason, I'm sure there probably is one, but Cavernam is very fun to farm as a poison player. I found it really good and really achievable on my poison warrior in that previous video, and the summoner is just doing great here as well. Level 4 obviously is its own story, but I think level 3 of Cavernam is very doable as a solo. And a lot of the... Oh, PK. I assume he's coming for me. Let's prep a teleport. Yeah, here he comes. Prep the... He messed up. He did a wall and he messed up. Oh, thank goodness. I did not expect a wall. Okay, just got to heal through. Keep healing through. Oh, it's so much easier to avoid PK onslaughts as a mage. Jeez. Yeah, look at that. Completely safe. He's off for someone else now. Damn. That's some good survivability. Gosh, these mobs are so tanky. You gotta keep chipping away at them. Keep the magic arrows, the fireballs, the lightnings, the flame strikes coming. I mean, we do some okay damage to them, and it's safe farming with the summons, right? But holy smokes. This is kind of what I meant earlier on when I said you could play this build in a few different ways. There's a porn star video where he has this build, but he has lower spirit speak and a few other skills are lower. And he has evaluating intelligence at 100, I believe. And that way his casts, his spells do more damage. So his summons are less tanky, but he can kind of counteract that by himself doing a little bit more damage. I think that's probably slightly more engaging if you're a mage by default, but I'm kind of a warrior by default, and I like having the, nice, we've done this. I like having the role defined, you know, I'm a poison summoner, my summons are kind of the core part of my template. With my Monster Hunter Societies complete, I decided it was time to tackle a new goal, a side quest of sorts. I wanted to conquer a wilderness farming location I'd never been able to before. Okay, some of you will remember this location. I tried to do this in my Wilderness Guardian video on my Bard, and it was just impossible. Oh gosh, I forgot how bad this rune was. I mean, it's in the exact middle of the POI, but oh my goodness. Okay, I need to go this way, and I can kind of exit the POI and work my way back in, because there's no way I'm taking on all these mobs. The Eugenia, who did our rune books for the wilderness POIs, he made it the middle of every POI, so you're right in the action, which I forget about every time, and then I recall into a crazy place like this, and I'm reminded of how death can quickly find you when you take one of Eugenia's runes to a farming location. But we're here now. Okay. We can finally make our way in to the Golden Sands. So my goal here is, it's a wilderness farming spot, which I really enjoy. Decent gold, decent loot, and it's, from my understanding, it's not that regularly farmed. I could be wrong about that during peak US hours, mind you. But our goal basically is to get to the, I think it's the northwestern point. It's kind of the tip of the garrison. I think it's like the watchtower, maybe. It's the main POI, I think, within this Golden Sands garrison. So we want to work our way there, which is going to be a lot of mob killing. I tried to do it a little bit in a previous video, but it was very tough on my Bard, to be honest with you. But the summons should protect me, and we can make it slowly around. Once we kill this mob, we'll kill the other two behind us for safety. I clear out the mobs guarding the entrance before making my way south to conquer the inner core of the Golden Sands. Gosh, I hate these air mages. Hopefully they focus my summon and I can just... Nope. Never mind, ignore... Oh my goodness, you can't even see me behind this rock. Just gonna move in. Oh god, there we go. The poison strike saves the day. So left is the direct route, but I kind of want to see what's over here to the right. So let's take out this guy first. I could make a beeline, but there's a structure here that we could possibly go through. Gotta be very careful here. Oh gosh. Yeah, I don't think this is the... Oh my goodness, look at their health bars going down. Yeah, I'm not quite sure this is the route to go. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh, everything's respawning. Oh gosh, so annoying. Oh god, the AoE damage they're doing to my mobs. I need to... Oh, I pulled aggro. Okay. Well, I wanted to invis, try and de-aggro, but I got interrupted. So I think we're just gonna reset over here. And I think I'm gonna be a bit more cautious and take the left path, which seems more direct. Let's get our summons re-established and go again. That was close. Oh, I didn't mean to do a water elemental, fuck. I've got no point in the water. Oh my god, it's a rag witch as well. It's like insult to injury. We've got no points spent into the water elemental, so this will not be a very strong summon. We are going to just kill the mobs behind us just to kind of cover my retreat if I get overrun again. I mean, the beauty of the wilderness is you can just recall if you need to, but I don't have wrestling, so it's very easy to interrupt me. And this is a mob-filled POI. I've always said it, but I'm such a dungeon farmer. However, I know a lot of players just farm the wilderness, and I mean, this isn't bad gold. 800 gold roughly per mob, quite a lot of them, and relatively, well, so far uncontested. Again, peak hours, I'm not sure. Oh gosh, they're spawning behind me now. But if you want a quiet farming life, I really do think the wilderness can be fantastic. It's not free of PKs, and if PKs do get you on tracking, or they live in the houses outside where you're farming. See, that was a 1.4k mob, which is crazy. But yeah, if the PKs get onto you, it can be rough. You can recall, but it can be tricky. The power of the Bapith's Recycler. I'm getting quite close to my carry weight, so we'll just break all of this down, and then we can throw away the raw materials that I'm not going to carry, and we'll just take up weight in my backpack. And it gives us some arcane essence as well that we could just consume right away and power our character. We could sell it, obviously, store it in our bank, or we could use it to get an echo. You can use gold, skill scrolls, or arcane essence, and maybe doubloons, but I can't actually remember. But you can use those three definitely to get a new echo, which, as you can tell from all my 12 hours of videos, I'm addicted to. This time I pushed my way up the northeast section of the garrison. They had a similar level of enemy, but I was able to pull them in smaller numbers and not overwhelm my summons. We were edging ever closer to the most northern tip of the Golden Sands. The tower is almost in view. We kill these guards at this bridge, this crossing, and then I think it's just the inhabitants of the tower and we have reached our goal. I really am a man of broken records, but I really love farming POIs like this that I just never do normally. You know, I only played a mage and a thief obviously, back on official Ultima, 20 years ago. Never played a warrior, almost wanted to. And because warriors are viable on Outlands, I mean, casters are still, I think, the go-to for strength. But because it's viable, I find myself always leaning towards a dex or a warrior template and almost shunning the mage, because I just did too much of it back in my youth, you know? I also think, without question, the warrior template is way more chill. Which I think from the vibe of my videos is definitely why I appreciate these days. But I gotta be honest, the summoner with its limited number of spells you cast, it kind of just feels a bit more interactive, which I'm really enjoying. I think I've retired my bard for a long time now, and the summoner may take over that role. Oh gosh, they've broken through my defenses. Gotta be a little bit careful with how we use the all kill command. Oh god, it's happened again. We're fine. If you use all kill and that enemy dies, the mobs will return to you, not attack anything else. Whereas all guard me will keep them active, which is nice. Oh, another oyster or clam. Lovely. Okay, I can't carry this gold for now, so I will leave it. And we'll come back for on the way out and we'll try and gate it back home. Take it to safety. Okay, we gotta be careful here. Things are respawning. Ignore the gold. I will come back for it. I just can't carry it at this moment or I'll be overweight and unable to move. Alright, here we are. The Golden Sands Garrison Tower. We kill the last two mobs and we have officially completed our completely unrequired side quest. We're doing the equivalent of we've seen a cave entrance in Skyrim and we're going in there even though we do not need the loot nor the adventure right now. But I've said it before, while I'm not a completionist, whenever I saw those caves or those openings or those settlements in Skyrim, I just had to go explore them. I found it all way more interesting than the actual main story and main towns, just this kind of little band of rogues or bandits kind of encamped somewhere, and sometimes it gave you a cool quest, sometimes it was this accidental find that took you to a dragon shout. Most of the times you're left with like 87 cheese wheels. But it was always worth doing, and I think these little side quests that I set for myself always add to my enjoyment. Plus, if nothing else, it shows you a little POI. Okay, let's put the gold on the ground actually so I can grab it. Oh, look at that poison finisher. We haven't done many of them, I don't think, but it's a very cool effect when it actually does go off. So close to killing this mob. Okay, nice. We'll take the gold and we'll put it on the ground. I'll put it at the door and we'll take that on our way out. Oh, look at this. Let's keep our summons downstairs so it's a bit of a cleaner shot. Oh, this is so cool. All these little hidden and well decorated locations are just all over Outlands, and I freaking love finding them. They're so neat. With my adventure drawing to a close, I squirreled away the money I'd made from this journey and began planning the next. Thank you to my channel members who support my stories, and thanks to you for making it this far in the adventure. If you enjoyed my content, consider liking the video and subscribing, as it greatly helps my journey here on YouTube. With all that said, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next adventure.